What do the super welterweight division and Bonnie Tyler in 1984 have in common? They both need a hero. And luckily for 154, they have one. Possibly even two. A division that was once dominated by undisputed champion Jermell Charlo has grown cold, with the 4 belts not even being defended during the champ's 17-month reign. But once the WBO stripped Charlo, they immediately awarded it to longtime interim champ Tszyu, who defended it just 2 weeks later in a match with tough customer Brian Mendoza. But if there was ever a fighter to make up for lost time, it's Tszyu, an all-action juggernaut who walks through punches to deliver his own. Standing undefeated at 24-0 with 17 KOs, he is the exciting new face of the super welterweight division. But what is a ruler without a challenger? And although it's been made official that Tszyu will face a 35-year-old Keith Thurman, Boxing World Weekly has a far more intriguing option for the future. A fire versus fire, action versus action, power versus power fight in the form of Tszyu versus Vergil Ortiz. Ortiz was on the doorstep of a world championship opportunity at 147 before health issues stemming from his difficulty cutting weight forced him to make changes. But having made the move up to 154 and picking up a first-round KO, he is now 20-0 with 20 KOs. That's right, every single one. In his post-fight interview, he called for a match with Tszyu, and Tszyu responded on X saying he was more than willing to make the fight happen. So let's do it. Tszyu has been held up by Charlo's lack of activity, forcing him to stay busy fighting for the interim strap. Ortiz couldn't get a match with Errol Spence Jr. or Terence Crawford, and his rhabdomyolysis forced an extended layoff as well. But all that is in the past. The stars have aligned. Tszyu is now a world champion. Ortiz is at a new weight, and both are ready for action. Ortiz has never faced anyone he couldn't knock out. Tszyu has never had a boring fight. In fact, it'd be tough to find a boring round. With a combined 37 knockouts between the two, fans would be on their feet and someone would be on the canvas. Although Ortiz is coming up from the lighter weight class, he is the taller man, but it would be Tszyu that holds the reach advantage. Ortiz has just one fight at 154, but showed his power translates to the new weight. But there's no adjusting for Tszyu. He has been at 154 his whole career, knocking people out the entire time.
Hey, sorry for the interruption, but since you've made it this far, punch the subscribe button. Just hit it, just like this, bang. Do it, you can do it. Okay, thank you.
Not only would this fight be phenomenal, but with where the division is, with the alleged impending arrival of both Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Crawford, mixed with the eventual return of Jermell Charlo, a star versus star matchup of Tszyu versus Ortiz could set the standard for the new era of 154 and flip the script from what was once a dead and stale division into potentially one of the most exciting that boxing has to offer. 154 has its hero, and it may even have two. And even though this is not the fight that's happening next, we need to see it eventually.